And we're back, coming at you live, Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. It's a cold night in old New York. My name is John Draper. Welcome to the Spitball Media Podcast. We're spitting out some big movie reviews, lots of movies. Movie night. It's movie night. Shah, it's movie review night.
Yes, it is, man. And we're playing catch up on some movies, especially me, because I've been slacking. So I watched quite a few that I've been trying to track down for the year. So I got maybe a handful left.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Very few to check up on the list. Bisha O'Brien, we have not done like a full-on movie review in a dog's a-hole.
I know. It's funny because like I like mixing shit up and doing trailers and stuff. We had a couple we had to skip for next week, but
yeah, big ones.
I think we caught up on way too much this week to fit anything else in. So,
yeah, and of course, this is that time of the year. There's some big films coming out. It's a big box office weekend. Not maybe box office. There's a lot of big movies coming out this weekend. But if you happen to be joining us for the first time, thanks for checking us out. Please consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. Shah, if they go there, that's like an early holiday gift for themselves for just $5 a month with the countless hours of entertainment.
It is, and it's the only place you can find me embarrass myself and tell you how we got pepper sprayed a couple weekends ago. So it's on there. It's a 25-minute story. I just put it up today.
Oh my God!
My dog makes a cameo too. So.
Oh, the dog makes a cameo.
Yeah,
okay, well that's Bisha. That alone is worth the price of admission.
Oh, I know. That's actually the two most money-making things on the internet right now is dogs on video and cam girls. So. Yeah, $5 is definitely a bargain when it comes to the Patreon. You get more than you bargain for. Show's going all the way back to Spitball, I do that every time. All the way back to the Break the Apocalypse days, and all the way up to now current Q&As, hangouts, all sorts of stuff. So check it out.
Yeah, and we're constantly adding to it. This month in particular, Shah just dropped one in lieu of last week. We didn't do a Patreon there. I'm going to be dropping a very special episode this weekend. I'm going to be doing I was just going to say Break the Apocalypse. I'm going to be doing a Spitball Media exclusive. I have not talked about this in any way, shape, and form. I'm not probably going to talk about it until the new year. I'm going to drop some stuff in the Patreon. So please consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. Big news. I'm dropping a nuclear bomb in the old Patreon. And you guys are going to hear it first. And again, I will not be talking about this on social media probably until the new year. But it's something very cool, very unexpected. And of course, I'm talking about my OnlyFans, where I will be doing wrist porn. So go to patreon.com/spitballmedia. $5. Just $5.
He has long balls. He's got a long sack.
I don't have I need a longer camera for that. I really Johnny Long Balls.
You are cornering the market on hairy Italian wrists, though. It is
the wrist, and I got shit on my wrist. Like I got stuff on all my wrists, so it's like you can't really.
See tramp stamps on your wrist.
No, this is a dog print from my dog that died, and then then I have PMA for a positive mental attitude there for the old bad brains. This is this, and then my ex-girlfriend had like 1,000 of these on her back. It was just like she had a whole tree, a whole neck from her ex or ass crack. So I always thought they were pretty cool. So I got one of these, and then I'm trying to get Love and Mercy for Brian Wilson right here. I just have not had any time. Yeah, I wanted to get that since he passed away. I'm getting it right here, like right there. So to have the PMA and the Love and Mercy. But consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. $5, yo. $5. There's nothing. There is absolutely nothing that you can get for $5 except.
Yeah, we should do a show on Patreon where we talk about our tattoos and like.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Cool. Come on, man, that'd be cool shit.
Oh hell no! I got my first tattoo in '91. I'm not fucking.
Oh, it's not worse than mine. I have the worst, man.
No, mine are pretty bad. Some of mine are pretty
literally
bad.
like basement tattoos for free.
No, it's not. They're just so old. They look like if you didn't know how old I was by looking at me, you would just look at my arms and go, "Oh, that I could totally tell."
Is it like Abe Simpson where you have to pull the skin back to like straighten it out?
No.
The only one I like still is honestly the Ultimate Warrior one.
I love the Ultimate Warrior one. I love that one's great.
It's not finished though. I gotta go for one more session.
Know. I have my Daredevil is so jacked up, and I'm just like, it would take so long to fix.
Bro, he took so long. This was like 3 sessions. It was like fucking
my Daredevil was pretty long.
15 hours altogether. I was like, Jesus, dude.
Oh, 15 hours. Slack did that?
Brutal, yeah.
Well, you were probably talking.
Oh yeah, we
and,
were
like,
fucking
hanging
around.
out. Yeah,
for
you were
that.
fucking around. It wasn't like he was like diligently going for 15
Well,
hours.
most of it he was.
Yeah. Wait, Joe Punches is saying John is giving me very Jeff Bridges Obadiah Stane from Iron Man tonight. Yeah, the beard's getting big. I'm keeping it for a bit. Not for like a bit, but I'm going to keep it for a while, I decided.
If you put one of those turbans on, you're gonna look like the Ayatollah, man.
Yeah, dude, this is like, dude, you guys never saw my
beard is
dad.
identical to
My
the
dad
Ayatollah
looked
you
very
are.
Middle Eastern. My dad was a dark Sicilian
Well,
guy.
didn't you get mistaken for Northern Moroccan or something like that one time?
Yeah, more than once.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
North
God, dude,
African.
I can imagine
There
you
you
with
go.
it right now. You
North
would-
African. North African. And if I'm wearing like certain hats, totally.
Durka
like,
Durka, Osama Jihad.
Durka, Osama, Jihad.
Somebody please fucking AI that on there, man. We need
What,
that.
put a turban on me?
Yes, please.
Yeah, and then
Need
I
that.
could be like a turban cowboy. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
Jesus
like
Christ.
instead of an urban cowboy, I'll be a turban cowboy. Like a turban cowboy. Blowing up buildings for Allah. All right, listen, we have a lot to get to. We've caught up on quite a few movies. But Bisho, who's hanging out with us in the old chat room?
Oh, we got Coke Hogan hanging out.
Love that name. Love the Coke Hogan.
Ryan Keefe 2102.
Ryan, the Keepster.
We got Joe Punches.
Hey now, the newlywed Joe Punch.
Yeah, congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations.
Kyle J. Katz 93.
Did you say Ka? Is that Ka?
Okay, I think it's Kyle Kazmarski, I think.
Oh, that's the other Ka.
Yeah. We got repeat offenders. John JLD 999.
Young John,
We got the Cleric of Chaos hanging out.
the Cleric of Chaos.
Hope you're
Capitalize
doing
that.
well, buddy.
Yes, hope you're doing well.
We got the old Donald Q. Stoney Esquire.
An attorney is in the building.
He is. We got Hey Now, Rich Dow.
Hey now, Rich Dow. I was watching
He's
some
a-
Rich Dow clips today. He's a big sports guy, that Rich Dow. He loves the sports. He likes sports. Very well.
He suggests only pause. Maybe that's
Only pause. That's probably taken.
I was watching his show. Chris Matthews is right, man. His beard grows fast as hell. Because I was watching actually Rich Dell's show and he was on there.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
thank you for pointing that. I thought that was
bald.
me. I like the chin beard, right?
yeah, it was
He
bald.
got like
a
3
week
inches
ago.
on
I was
that.
like,
What the fuck? The fuck is he taking?
I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of testosterone.
It was not like that 2 weeks ago. I don't
Yeah,
know.
when he hopped on our show, he had no beard. And then
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
I was like, what?
he's got like a long, involved chin beard.
He
What's
shaved
up,
it for
man?
Halloween, and he looks like that monk from Kill Bill with the long
Did he just put
wispies.
makeup on it and pretend he shaved it and then just keep it on?
like a third grader Halloween costume?
Yeah, like when you used to be a hobo and they would just put shit on your face.
Well, I've never shaved. I'm like afraid to like. I just don't. I never shave.
You don't shave?
When have you seen me with the beard off, bro?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, but like clearly you shave
I
around the beard.
line it
Oh,
up.
that's what I was like. How is that possible?
No, it just grows
I
in
line
perfectly.
it up.
Yeah, like
I
it just
line
grows
up.
in perfectly. Is that a Persian thing?
No. I line it up all the time. I just mean I've never actually like shaved like all this off.
I go and get it done. I'm too. I can't fucking. I can't even
Oh,
tie my
dude,
shoes.
just-
I wear loafers, dude. I'm fucking too lazy for that shit. I pay $5. The guy does it. I tip him $5. I see him in a couple weeks. It's the same
Well,
shit.
$5. I mean, is worth it. From
Well, upstate a little different. Something like a barber upstate is a little cheaper than like Midtown Manhattan. It would be $45 for a fucking
yeah, I was
trim.
gonna say, man.
Yeah, and I've noticed. By the way, I've noticed this trend. I have to bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of men in my age group that like late 40s to mid 50s. No one is dyeing shit anymore. It's over. They're going full white, full gray. John Hamm was walking around the city with the fucking undyed hair. No one's dyeing their shit anymore. Thank God. I always thought that was the weirdest shit. I had friends dyeing shit for fucking decades.
Dude, I'm probably gonna do that, to be honest with you. As soon as
Why?
I go, I don't want. I can't do it.
You already got the gray. I see the gray in the thing.
Yeah, once it gets like visible, where it's like a big patch, it's gotta go, bro.
You'll get
Dude,
used
chicks
to it,
like
dude.
that shit.
Chicks like that. Dude, I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
an in look. Why do you think they're all doing it? None of them are dyeing it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like the
do it.
middle-aged man Ozempic, Bisha.
It is. It's like people finally figured out that the only dudes that are in the gym are in it for themselves, and that the women a lot of times don't give a shit, especially when they get older. They don't mind dads with a dad bod and some gray in their fucking.
As long as you have some money, or
Well,
if
of course, money
Bushwick Bill,
trumps all.
if Bushwick Bill were alive, he would say his famous line, Bisho, "As long as you have a big dick, size ain't shit." And Bushwick Bill would know. He was not a tall man. Rest in peace, Ghetto Boys. But listen, we watched a lot of movies. A lot of movies. And I want to start with this because this is contradictory to some shit I said last week. So I'm going to just come out with it and say it. The other night, I decided to go see Predator Badlands, because my understanding from people was that the audience reviews were fucking through the roof. Many people said it was great. A lot of people told me I was off base for saying the Predator looked like he had a bunch of Sour Patch Kids, and that it's not woke shit, as none of this is in the fucking movie at all. Go see the movie. Well, I went and saw the movie. And Shah, I'm going to say it, it was really good. I'm talking real good, way better, way better than the previous movie, better than most recent Predator movies. A lot of Easter eggs in this motherfucker. I'm not going to fucking ruin it too much, but huge alien shit. Huge alien shit. Not to mention, there's little knocks in here and there all over the place. Shah, what did you hear about the actual film? I know we talked intently about the fucking Predator's fucked up grill, which is part of the story, by the way. People did G-check me on that. But Shah, what did you hear from people who actually saw the film?
Honestly, I mean, you're the first positive review I've heard so far, to be honest with you. I know Schlack even shitted on it today. He said it was fun. He was like,
it's a lot of fun.
He was like, it's fun, but like you can tell this is a Disney fucking property now. Like there was a lot of like I guess comedy incorporated into there, like jokes and
that I didn't get. Well, it's PG-13, so it was very like almost like a Marvel.
And apparently like the ending was like a happy ending, somewhat of a happy ending, right?
Well, it's more in line like a Godzilla ending, I would call it, like a Godzilla ending. You know?
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about it, but just judging from what other people said, kind of soured me on it. But I mean, I don't know. You're kind of bringing my hopes up because if you say it's better than the last one, like I didn't hate Prey, I just didn't like it really. I thought it was overhyped.
Yeah, you mentioned that previously.
Bro, people were saying it's the second best Predator movie.
It might be. Maybe the third. I'm going to say, no, not Prey. I'm talking about this one. This is the third. This is the third for me. Yeah. And Coke Hogan, yes, it is PG-13. Bisho, what have you heard about the people who actually saw it? Not the critics, not the people who think it's like some weird, trans Predator. None of this is true, man. None of this is even remotely true. But go ahead.
Since it came out the other day, the only thing I've seen on social media is people saying this is a lot better than people made it out to be. Now, to be fair, some of that is like Joe Russo, who's a writer. Some of that was John Squires from Bloody Disgusting. And to be fair, sometimes they do take up for the industry a little bit. So
they're in the industry. They're not exactly outsiders.
And I got to pepper that in there. But there's a lot of people online, the ones that I saw that weren't a part of the industry, said that yes, it was a PG-13 Predator. They took kind of the horror aspects out of it and made it more of an action adventure movie, but it wasn't bad, and that it was actually pretty damn good. So, I mean, here's the thing. Shit has to change at some point. You can't just keep doing the same stuff over and over again. So if it's going to change and if it's going to still stay good, then fine. Do that. My only thing is I'm hearing rumors that Schwarzenegger's coming back to play Dutch in a future movie.
That's a rumor.
It is. But if that does happen and they're changing the whole tone of it, like how does that fucking work?
I don't know. And I should point out, guys, this is in its own universe. But the alien, it's right in your face immediately. Like it's not like some weird, is that really no, it's aliens. Like, and it's now I will say this. I believe the PG-13 was like the way Marvel is PG-13, where there's a lot of like this cartoony violence. But Shah, there are no human beings in this movie. There are only the Predator race there, whatever they're called. I forget the name. And then there is the monsters on this monster island, so to speak. And then there are synthetics, full synthetic, not humans. So they were able to do crazy shit to the synthetics because they're not real people, like pull them apart and smash their heads.
Which that in itself is so fucking weird. Like, they're just robots. Dude, who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm saying, Shah, it's weird. Like, whereas Prey at least had humans in it in 700 BC. There's no people in this movie. None.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. That's kind of interesting. I didn't really know that. But wait a minute. But by aliens, you mean like the Alien versus Predator aliens?
No, I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know. It's not like a secret. I could just say it. Where do you think? I'm probably not. Where do you think the synthetics came from? The same company. What's the name? You know, I'm talking about B-Show. The name, the Wheeler or something. Yotani. The company that makes the ships that's going for the aliens. Yeah, that's where all the synthetics came from. And there's a huge Easter egg in this going all the way back that ties into all of the Aliens movies. So that's where they came from. They're looking for a specific species on this monster island the same way they're looking for xenomorphs. So these universes are, it's King Kong Godzilla now.
Okay, so it completely ties in with the new show then, basically.
I don't know what the new show, but in theory,
Okay.
yes, because I don't know if it predates, postdates.
Well, but to be fair, yeah, the Nostromo was going to rescue that crew that was picking up the eggs, right? So, like, it's all the same kind of shit. Okay.
It's literally the plot to Aliens. Like, I'm just telling you, it's the same fucking shit. And the monsters look good. The special effects, Shah, look good.
I did hear that. I did hear that the special effects are, but I mean, it's Disney, so I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but they dropped the ball so many times.
Alien Earth just got renewed for a second season.
Yes, recently, which is interesting because that cliffhanger ending, you know, a lot of people did not like it. I loved it, but I love that director. I love his Fargo TV show. I think you both would really enjoy this movie. I can tell you my only downfall of it. It's a little too MCU and a little too PG-13. But there's a lot of fights, a lot of action. It's not yakety, 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 yakety. There is zero gender swapping. None of this is in the movie. I have absolutely no idea where this came from.
I heard it's like a feminist movie and like
they're robots. They're not people.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't watch it. But yeah, I did hear it compared to Marvel, saying that it feels like a Marvel brand now.
It does. It feels like a standalone universe. Yeah. I can only imagine where they're going with this. And Bisho, they explain why the Predator looks that way. There's an actual. It's literally part of the story.
All right. I mean, here's the thing. I'm 50-50 on this because I've heard people say, you know, X in a movie that people don't like makes sense because they explain it, and it's like, I understand if you give it a reason that makes more sense. That doesn't mean people are still going to like it. You know what I mean?
I still hated the way he looked. It bothered me the whole movie. But the other Predators don't look like this for a reason in every way, shape, and form. I would have liked this Predator to be more Predator and less Tarzan. Like he's got nothing. Like he's literally, but this is all by design. It's not like just some random, let's make the Predator look more like a person and give him a love interest. This is not a love interest.
Like, so it's not like an autistic Predator, like raised on.
No, it's like the runt of the litter.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, like not big enough, not tall, not strong enough looking, not and
it's Rudy.
It's
Rudy Rudiger.
Yeah, actually, this is probably more realistic than the Rudy movie, which is complete fabrication. You know. I think you guys are going to like it when you see it. You can be like, yeah, this was actually pretty good. It reminded me of the King Kong Godzilla universes that we're in now with the monsters. Monsters look good. All the side little creatures look good. Has the classic weapons. It's doing very well, Bisho. I think it's almost at like 91 million or something for the.
I don't have the box office, but to underscore your point, critic score 85.
Whoa.
Audience 95.
Oh, I didn't know about either of these things.
No, and you know what? The way the discourse was going online, I thought that the critic score was going to bomb, and I thought the audience was going to bomb, and critics was going to remain high. Dude, it's a fucking hit. People seems that's the thing. Like, I was talking to someone about AI today, and my brother said someone sent him a blues song, and the guy didn't even know it was an AI song.
Oh wow!
I think we're at the point where like media literacy is so dead that it doesn't matter, and I think as long as people just enjoy it, that's what's gonna matter. So who cares if you don't like this movie because you think it's a gender fluid fucking Corky from Life Goes On Predator?
If
it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah, it's an undersized Predator. That's what it is. It's a Predator that was supposed to be more Predator-ish, but just came out small. And in their world, Shah, you got to go. It's like nature. Like, well, got to kill him. You know what I mean? And that's part of the story.
Do you think it's going to have a long run in the theater, or do you think it's going to go to Hulu in the next, like, 2
I don't
weeks?
know. You know, they love rushing these things.
Yeah,
but it's making money. Let's see how it does this weekend. Before we move on to the really big movie that debuted this week on Netflix, Running Man is opening this weekend. Now, I'm seeing mixed things about Running Man. I would like to make an on-air prediction, if you two don't mind. I am going to predict that Running Man underperforms for 2 reasons. Number one, that guy is not a movie star. Glenn Powell, he's being forced on the public. I think he's a psyop. He's like one of these top 40 stars that you're told has 8 million downloads, but nobody knows who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Edgar Wright is not meant for big movies. I like Edgar Wright a lot. I loved his most recent work. I'm a fan of his own, pretty much all of his work. But Shah, I don't think Edgar Wright as a director is a big time box office guy. He makes interesting films that people talk about, but he's not like, a big time director.
Right. When we originally saw the teaser trailer, I was kind of into it. And then we watched the whole trailer, which pretty much I feel. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but I feel it gave away the whole movie. Like it was so action packed. I was like, oh, okay, like we just saw everything in the movie. Like I don't need to see it anymore. I don't know, man. I think we discussed this originally when we watched the trailer, and B-Show had mentioned it. I like the gimmicks that they use in the original Running Man. Like without, it's just not the same. Like a bunch of ninjas attacking this guy. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I like the Samoan fucking hockey player in the original.
Yeah.
Like,
where's the obese opera singer with the
like that guy with the laser fucking gun. Like I love
the laser opera singer. Like
there's
no
Jesse Ventura, like Sergeant Stars or some shit like that.
Yeah. There's no interesting characters. B-Show, what is your outlook for the? We'll obviously talk about it next week, but what is your outlook here?
Not good. I hear nobody talking about this. I've seen one TV, because my wife does watch some network stuff, so I do see like mainstream TV every once in a while. I think I saw one commercial for this. All the reviews I've seen is that it's a swing and a miss, that there's just like no life to it.
Yeah,
and I think that's what I saw too, is when we were watching the trailer, it's like, okay, there's a ton of people chasing him, and okay, it's the whole over-the-top game show thing, and okay, it's post-apocalyptic. But it just didn't seem to have any life or substance to it like the original Running Man. And I've noticed that with a lot of movies that are like, I liked Beetlejuice. My wife loves that movie.
Yeah,
but when I watched the original one, it's claustrophobic. It feels like two ghosts stuck in a house. There's charm to the practical effects. You watch the new one, it's just too all over the place. It doesn't live.
Could not get into it at all. It's funny you brought.
Well, they were trying to incorporate like 6 stories in one movie. It's like just focus on one. Man.
Yeah, they didn't have the focus of the previous one. Michael Keaton.
And that's what I'm saying. Good. Like, look at this one. He was, but like in this movie, The Running Man, they took it from like, hey, it's this game show where this dude's getting chased and he's trying to find his way out of prison, but he kind of gets fucked around by the gimmick, to the entire world is going to kill you for $500 million.
Yeah, it's like $3 billion or something like that.
Yeah, but like now the whole scope of it's way too fucking big, man.
Well, we'll see how it performs. There is quite a few movies. I will be going to see Keeper, Osgood Perkins. This is not getting good critic reviews. People are saying it is a huge miss it's more atmospheric and more artsy fartsy. I don't care. I don't know what people thought they were going to get. That's like going to see Longlegs and being like, it's just a little strange. I just like, I don't know what people thought they were getting. But Shah, interesting thing about Osgood Perkins, I don't know what this statistic will prove, but my understanding is this is the first time in, I can't even think of this century, that a director released 2 features in under a year in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I can't either, honestly. I mean, 3 features in less than 2 years is...
But 2 in less than 12 months. I mean, that's fucking tremendous, man.
Well, no, Longlegs was what?
No, 2. Monkey was in March.
Well, yeah, Monkey was January.
And this is November.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking deal. Like, you just don't see that in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I'm surprised by the reviews because, honestly, this looks like his best movie to me. Like, this looks better than Longlegs, I think.
Well, I'm going to find out tomorrow. B-Show, what are you hearing about its Keeper?
Kind of same thing that I heard about The Running Man, that it's a swing and a miss. That Perkins is, what'd they say? It was a rare miss.
Perkins. That's what they're calling it. Yeah, rare miss.
Yeah, so
yeah, but that's crazy. The dude's got 3 movies. I mean, come on.
Well, he's got more. Well, technically, he's got other movies.
Like, see, this is where we're at, though. It's like, okay, I'm hearing people, and we're going to talk about this in a minute. I'm hearing really bad takes on Frankenstein for people who have zero media literacy.
Don't bury the lead.
I won't. I'm just saying, like, this is where I'm at, and I stay away from social media a lot anymore because it's either like ridiculously bad takes for fucking trolling and like try hard energy so people pay attention to you, or people who are being disingenuous because one of the guys who I respect a bit but is one of those critics now just got like named one of the, like this critics association in some state that he's in, and it's like, Look, man, I know it's one thing to get recognized, especially for hard work,
Yeah.
but like when you see people when they're purposely being what's the word?
Obtuse.
Yeah, but like opposite.
Well,
Fuck.
obtuse. Yeah, obtuse on purpose would be a good way to
Yeah, but yeah. But like it's hard for me to anymore to even
Contrarian.
believe. Yes, contrarian, and it seems like for the sake of being contrarian, I
Mm.
don't want to ever tell anyone that I don't know for sure that they're fucking lying or full of shit. But like the internet seems to be completely full of shit anymore, and I don't even know what to believe. So
Well, I don't want to. I just want to make a point of reading this in the chat. Flang Pipe McGee says, "I got to see it." I believe he's referring to Running Man. I got to see it on the weekend in a preview screening. By the way, I got invited to one Monday and I couldn't go. I thought about going, but I went Tuesday instead to see Badlands. He says, "I got to see it at the weekend in a preview screening. It was fun. Fantastic camera work from Chung Hung Chung." Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it looks like shot like a big action movie. And again, I like Edgar Wright. I like Edgar Wright. I just don't think the global audience likes Edgar Wright. That's just my thing. I think it's a combination of Glenn Powell being a government psyop star. I don't think he's a big movie. I don't think he's a big star. A guy seems that guy seems like medium talent to me in every way, shape, and form. And also the fact that again, Edgar Wright has not been cranking out the hits lately. So, but I love all of his work. I've seen every movie he's directed, every one. Some of them many, many times. But the big story for I think this week is the Netflix, which also was complimentary in certain movie theaters and where I lived as well. Long-awaited, highly anticipated Benicio del Toro's Frankenstein. This debuted on Netflix, and within 3 days, I believe, Bisha, I might be wrong, 29 million different subscribers watched this.
huge.
Unfucking believable.
You know, it's funny when people say movies are dead and people don't want to watch movies anymore, and then 29 million people over a weekend tune in to see a movie. It's fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of wondered what would happen if they would have put that in a movie theater,
Yeah.
but
That's what my brother Mike goes, why wasn't this in theaters? I go, because Netflix paid hundreds of millions
yep,
of dollars for that budget because it's all real shit.
yeah. And the point though to that, would 29 million people have gone and watched it in a movie
Oh,
theater,
God,
or
no,
did they do it because they could watch it on Netflix?
No, of
Yeah.
course not. Of course not. Although Netflix is really expensive. Shah, what was your reaction? We'll get to the actual film, but when you heard about, I mean, I think it was 3 days, possibly. That's like 10 million people a day watching Frankenstein.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about this movie, so I did a little research. So it cost 120 million to make.
I thought it cost more.
No, it was 120, and it was released in theaters. It was just
Yes, certain
independent
limited.
theaters.
Yeah,
So
and
they
thank
didn't
you.
do any
Yes, he made sure it
legal.
went to indie theaters only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, I didn't know this, but apparently AMC and Netflix have beef because AMC doesn't usually put out their movies,
Oh,
so they
wow.
purposely didn't want to do big theaters. And I mean, I'm guessing the reason, and they rushed it out of the theater after 1 week, right? Like
Yes.
it barely got to
Limited.
any
Yeah, it was
theater.
only supposed to be there for limited time.
And I was watching this one video, and the guy made a good point. He was like, they look at success differently than like how much money they actually made back from this movie. They spent 120 million on it, but their whole goal is just to keep the retention going for their subscribers. Like that's all they care about is how many people subscribe for this or stayed around for this. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I don't know. Can you call it a success? I mean, it's 120 fucking million dollars. Like I don't know. It's very bizarre to me because I mean, 29 million people watching it. Yeah, like that's great, but that's still not 120 million dollars. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. But it's not. I think again, it's also the fact that they own it. They could how many people, Shah, do you think subscribed that didn't have Netflix but want to see that movie? I guarantee you, it was a decent amount of people. A lot of
Yeah,
people hate Netflix.
but still think about it though. Like if how many of that 29 million do you think were previous subscribers? They probably got
I don't know.
maybe 5 million people subscribed for Netflix for this movie.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? People.
But
might
that's
have
still
subscribed.
only 50 million.
Look, there's going to be a massive Netflix upkick in 2 weeks when Stranger Things comes back, and there's people that have not subscribed for years because of Stranger Things. Now, let's get to it. Okay, Bisho, I'm going to start with you. Let's talk about the film itself. It's about a 2 hour 20 maybe, and it's very sort of true in a lot of ways to the classic style. What was your impression of Del Toro's Frankenstein?
Can I mention
I
one more thing before we
yeah
get to the
Oh
actual movie?
goodness. Okay.
Just a back thing. So I didn't know this either. They told him that he can have all the creative freedom, that the budget is unlimited. He can do whatever he wanted with this movie.
Mm.
The only thing that they requested was distribution is 100% us. So you can't.
Well,
tell
that's
us
where
we
the
don't
money
get it.
is.
That's all they
because
cared about.
Yeah, that's what the
And
money
I
is.
don't know how happy Del Toro probably is with this not getting a huge theatrical run, because I don't know if you know how obsessed this guy is with fucking Frankenstein, dude. Like he's
And movies. He's obsessed with movies and no AI and
specifically
real sets.
Frankenstein though. I mean, there's interviews
Oh,
of this
yeah.
guy 20 years ago saying he was born to remake Frankenstein.
He's got a 5-foot-tall Frankenstein head hanging in his living room.
All right, I want to talk about the film though. Bisho, what was your impression of the actual film itself?
I was waiting on this movie because I'm a huge Frankenstein fan.
Yeah, I
love
know
the
you are.
book. I love the Kenneth Branagh version from like 1995.
You love Frankenhooker, big fan.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That grip, whew, tough to beat. I felt almost the same exact way about this that I did Sinners. I felt like it looked awesome.
Yeah.
I felt like some of the character work was pretty good. I felt like I was transported to another world in many ways, just the visuals and the way it flowed together. I thought the first half dragged ass.
Big time. After the opening.
Yes. And honestly, I thought Oscar Isaac's accent was a little bit ridiculous. It kept taking me out of it. It's like, hello, how are you doing? Like it sounded like a jokey accent from like a Nickelodeon sketch. So there was that. And to be fair, when I watched it, I had just come home from like a all day function and had a drink or two. So maybe part of it was me. I just didn't have my attention about me. But like I was okay, the visuals were amazing, so I'm not expecting more there. It looked really good. I really enjoyed the second half, the story from the monster's point of view. I thought that was fantastic. So almost like Sinners, where we loved the first half, second half kind of dropped the ball. It was hard for me to get into because the whole first half,
Well, it was a big
wasn't keeping my
table setter,
attention.
though. In fairness, it's a huge table setter of like, I want to do this. I'm trying to bring back life. Where do I get the funding? Who is this guy? This is my brother's girlfriend. I want to bang her. Like,
There was
there's
another
a lot
thing
of that.
too. No, I get that, and I like that. I like the side characters that they brought in, especially the uncle. And I won't spoil it, but the uncle they brought in and what his motivations were, the benefactor. I like a lot of the stuff they did. To me, just some of it didn't gel well, and there was these weird cuts. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like someone would be standing here, and then the next shot would be almost like it would almost be like they started it like 3 or 4 seconds too early before the person comes into frame. It was just there was a couple times where shit just flowed together really weird, and it just made it really, I don't know, not
Awkward.
so cohesive for me. So it was hard for
Okay.
me to get into the first part of it, but then once the second half opened up, it was great.
Okay. All right. I'm on board with a lot of that, by the way. Shaheen, your thoughts on Frankenstein?
I'm actually on the opposite side of the spectrum with this, man, because I really actually liked the beginning of it. So I think it dragged the second half for me.
Oh,
Maybe because it was
wow.
like
Oh my
a 2.5
God.
hour movie, maybe.
Okay.
I loved the beginning. Like that fucking beginning was amazing.
Oh, so good. The first 10 minutes are
Yeah,
absurd.
I mean, visually
Absurd.
fucking stunning. Like it's
Horror movie, like
gorgeous
classic
looking-
horror.
Yes.
Beautiful.
right, and it's like a
Fire and snow and violence and shadows.
right. It was. I mean, it looked gothic. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I wanted from it. So this reminded me a lot of Nosferatu, because again, Nosferatu to me was
Great
fucking
comparison, yeah.
perfect, except I just hated the character design. And this movie to me was literally perfect, and I just fucking hated the way Frankenstein looked.
Prometheus Frankenstein?
Yeah, Prometheus. He looked like the dude.
He looked
what
like
was that?
Prometheus.
What was that one song?
did,
The
yeah.
Somebody I
The
used to
engineer or
know.
whatever. Yeah.
You know that song? Somebody I
Oh,
used to know.
yeah. What's that guy's name? He's singing.
Dude, hold on. Can you pull up that
Goita
dude?
or some shit.
Goitier, yeah, where they paint them
Yeah.
white. Yeah.
Yeah,
But to
hold
me,
on.
it looked like the engineers in Prometheus. I mean, that was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
more than Gautier.
But apparently, the character design was completely different, and I guess the original guy dropped out.
Yeah, it was Andrew Garfield, who would have
Yeah.
been great, but Jacob Elordi is a much bigger in shape dude. Andrew Garfield.
But that's what they were
is
saying, though.
He
They were
looked like
saying
a
that-
fucking giant in that
He's
movie.
6'5",
When
yo. He's
when they had him
legit
laying on
6'5".
the table and his fucking legs
Yeah,
are
he's
hanging over and
legit
shit.
6'5".
Yeah.
He's a giant
Yeah.
guy. Like, you know.
So the only excuse I'll give them, and I'll give them a little bit of leeway because of that, is because they had 6 weeks to redo the whole design essentially with this
Yeah.
new guy. And that's what Del Toro was saying, that he was on a time crunch and he had 6 weeks to essentially just redo the whole thing.
Wow.
And that's the only complaint I have, dude. I really like the movie. It took me fucking out when I saw what he looked like, because I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like the choices there. You know what's really funny? Can I tell you guys something funny? I saw the Bride trailer again prior to Badlands, and it hit me as I'm watching Christian Bale. It's like, oh, he looks better than Frankenstein in the Frankenstein movie. I hate to say it, he does. He does. I have both. I'm of two thoughts here. I will say the opening before they go is perfect. Is like perfect cinema, perfect horror cinema. Maybe one of the best openings to a movie in a long time.
Tell me that's not the guy.
Well, I'm thinking the Prometheus from Aliens Prometheus guy at the end, the white, the all white.
To me.
So I was thinking that, and then I didn't love the first half, but I thought it picked up with the second half. But I'm going to say two things very controversial. The first thing is Mia Goth was not good in this movie. I didn't think she was cast well. I'm sorry. I know this is very strange coming from this show in particular, coming from us in particular. I thought she was not committing to this at all. I thought it was like a girl doing a high school play. And this is going to be sacrilege, so just prepare yourself. I thought Christoph Waltz was not good in this movie. And I think he might be in the top 5 best living actors in the world. I thought he was not doing a very good job. I thought I'm a super Oscar Isaacs guy. I'm a big fan of that guy. And I thought he was phenomenal. I didn't love Jacob Elordi. I liked him in context, but that, Prometheus look took me out of it. But I will say this is probably one of the most beautifully shot movies I've seen since Nosferatu, and Bisho with the Sinners thing. I think, Shah, the fact that they built all of these things and it was all real made the movie in a lot of ways. I thought this movie looked like it cost even more than $120 million.
Yeah.
It's definitely in my top 10 favorite horror. It has to. It's just too gorgeous. And there's too many pluses, No, but the Frankenstein should have looked better. He should have looked better.
Yeah. No, the set design was incredible, man. I mean, it looks so fucking gorgeous, and that's exactly what I would expect from a Del Toro movie, especially.
Yeah.
The only thing was just Frankenstein, and I liked him originally when he was like in the body cast and all that shit. Like it looked fucking almost like the Hellraiser character. I was like, oh, that looks cool.
It did reminded me of like the Hellraiser 2 or something
maybe from like the Void or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe we're going somewhere with this. And then he came out, and in a day he was speaking like perfect English. I'm like, really? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Shah, what did you think of Oscar Isaacs before I asked Bisho a very important question here?
I liked all the performances. I do agree that Mia Goth, this was probably one of her weakest performances. But I don't really know if it's her. I think her role just wasn't really anything that stood out.
I feel like they didn't give her a whole.
Yeah, they didn't.
That's what some people are saying. Yeah. What about Christoph Waltz, Shah? What do you think of Waltz?
Well, before I move on to that, Mia Goth, every character she's played, she's outlandish, like she's screaming, going crazy. So that's why she stands out. Yeah. In this movie, she's just a calm, like background character. So it's like she didn't really have much.
Look at this butterfly.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't. I couldn't believe I didn't like it.
I liked Waltz too. I don't know.
You thought he was good?
Yeah, I can't really complain about it.
My brother Mike texted me and goes, "What's up with his face, yo?" And he was like, "Please tell me this guy didn't have like fucking some kind of procedures done." I go, "No, I think that's in character." And Mike's like, "I don't know. His face looks a little fucked up, like he had some fucked up surgery or some shit."
Really? I didn't notice anything. Right?
I did notice it a little bit, but I thought it was just in character. Bisho, I want to get to this. I didn't see anybody talking about this.
Okay.
And I want to ask you both. What did you guys think of the zombie, Evil Dead-looking precursor character when he's doing the display that he rejuvenates?
Oh, when he's doing the display, I thought that was pretty cool. Because, like, what was it? The Branagh version, they didn't do anything like that. They just had, like, a monkey's paw to kind of sell it and hooked up to electrodes and shit. So, like, I liked that when it came alive and all the magistrates and the wigs and shit, or the doctors were like, get it the fuck out of here. It's sacrilege. I thought that was great.
Like, it just reminded me of Evil Dead, like, shit.
I know, and it's like, see, here's the thing, because I think I felt bad after Sinners. Sinners will be one of my probably top movies of the year, although I beat it up pretty bad. So I don't want to do that here. I really liked this movie. There was just a lot of stuff I didn't like in the movie. You know what I mean? Like a lot of shit that was great. The visuals, the performances. I liked Oscar Isaac's performance, not his accent. I think I got to make that distinction.
Yeah, I'd have to think about the accent. You know, he's a very method guy. He's like a New York method guy. Shah, what did you think of the zombie things? I mean, I thought they were reminded me of like Evil Dead, Dead by Dawn shit.
What was that Medusa creature thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, there's two. There's the half torso that he brings to life in the gallery, and then there's the one on his table that he finally figures out, and it just goes.
Right.
Like
And the
that.
half torso part, like I love that part, man.
Yeah, that was cool. That was.
I'm
fun.
trying to think of what movie it reminded me of, because that scene is like almost identical to another fucking horror movie.
Oh, I
just
think
remember
it might be not Night of the Living Dead.
It's
one
Day of the
those-
Dead.
No, one of those like what's the other one? The one with the teenagers and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Return of the Living Dead or whatever.
Return of the Living Dead?
Yeah, I think it kind of reminded me a little of that, but it does have Day of the Dead, like it's on the table, like flapping around. I thought that was an homage.
Well, no, because I get that, and we're both right, because Return of the Living Dead, there's a woman on the table, a woman zombie saying, they're like, why do you want our brains? And she's like, it hurts.
It hurts.
The one I'm talking about is
Fucking
when they
love it.
walk into the like Frankenstein shop and he's experimenting on the bodies, and the one
Yes.
sits up off the table and the guts fall out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got a little. I would have liked a little more of that. I'm not gonna lie. Shah, you liked all that shit? I thought that looked great.
Yeah, I loved all those creature designs. My only complaint literally is just Frankenstein. I thought other than
weird,
that,
yeah.
I would have given it a fucking 5 out of 5. Like
Did you guys
legitimately-
think Frankenstein was a little too strong? I mean, he moves a fucking ship with like.
I thought he was too pretty, man. He's like a Hot Topic fucking version.
Yeah.
of, like, dude. Like,
Yeah, he's a little. Too
I like the fucking grimy wrestler looking face, like the
Dude, Christian
gigantic
Bale in The
silhouette.
Bride. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I think it works. You know,
But Frankenstein is known for that gigantic fucking forehead.
bolts
I'm
in
like,
the
bro,
neck
can
and
you
shit.
thing? Like,
Yeah.
like what the? Come on, man.
I think it's a gorgeous movie. I love Benicio del Toro. You could just tell that guy loves movies more than anything, man. You could just feel it in everything he does. He's such a A-lister. I hope people watch it. I know it's probably not for everybody, but I was slightly disappointed in the sense. But I want to say this before we go on to Toxic Avenger. Nosferatu or Frankenstein, B-Show, which one would you pick if you had to watch it again?
Frankenstein.
Shah, Nosferatu or Frankenstein? Oof.
Nah, man, I might have to say Nosferatu, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Frankenstein only for now because it's the newer thing. But I do find
Yeah, I'd have to rewatch it, but I mean, they're very close.
very
It's just,
close.
I really loathe the fucking
Joe
design.
Punches says Frankenstein for sure. Yeah,
But at least-
but we hated Nosferatu's design,
No,
so
but
it's a
that's
wash.
the thing, though. Nosferatu, by the end, when he's dying and he's like melting away, it becomes creepy. So there's like some points for that. Whereas Frankenstein, he like just like grows his hair long and looks like.
But he has the
fucking-
mustache like the character from fucking Jim Carrey in the fucking.
He looks like the dude from like
Sonic movie.
typo negative. What's his name?
Pete Steele.
Yeah, he looks like that guy, man. Like, yeah, tell me he doesn't remind you of, like, come on.
I have I have Pete Steele stories. I'm not gonna share them, but but he wasn't a very nice guy to me. But he was nice to a lot of other. I was at parties with Pete Steele. He's 6'6", and a scary dude. He used to drive like a real looking hearse, it looked like a
Damn.
real hearse, like something out of the Munsters, non-ironically in South Brooklyn. But he was 6'6", 260, sick shape, and was megastar.
You know, but if you give him a flat top, he looks like fucking Frankenstein. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pete Steele could have been Pete. Well, God, rest in peace, Pete Steele. All right, Shah, I want to talk to you about this because I've been waiting to talk to both of you guys about this. I know B-Show hasn't seen it yet, but I do want to bring up Toxic Avenger because it is available digitally. And then I want to mention Eddington too, which is actually coming out on HBO Max this weekend. So this will be something people can watch if they haven't seen Eddington yet, because that's actually, I find that to be a very polarizing film, frankly. Shah, what were your thoughts on finally getting around to seeing Toxic Avenger?
I honestly loved it, man. I don't understand the hate for it. It's
You sure you're gonna say
exactly
the
what
same thing?
it's exactly what I would expect from a 2025 version of a
Boom!
show. Like
who's hating on this movie?
A lot of
a
people.
lot of people, bro. A
lot
lot
of
of people
people.
didn't like it.
A lot of
I must
people
be
didn't
out of
get it.
touch because I haven't seen anything.
I don't know what they thought they were getting, but they didn't like it. I'm sorry,
even-
Shah. Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. That's a great hat.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I fucking love
Oh,
this
you
hat.
better be right. You better not lose that, yo.
My only complaint about this was the smallest portion of the whole fucking movie because they showed some tits. Like they showed 2 pairs of tits, and they were some of the worst tits I've seen on screen. I'm like,
Yes, and that's trauma. And that's trauma.
It's like some mom tits. Like I'm like, oh,
It was truck stop
like,
titties. It was truck stop titties.
Hey, you know what though, man? You get older, you take them.
It was
Bro,
truck
what if
stop
this is a
titties.
movie? You could have got some strippers. You could have got some
No.
OnlyFans girls.
Nope, there had to be titties you didn't want to see, Shah. But
I love Toxie though, man. I liked the cheesy practical effects. Like it was the perfect ratio for how cheesy it was and how well it should be done in 2025 with the production that they have. I thought it was the perfect like combination. So I loved it so much that I bought the movie twice, man. I'm a fucking idiot.
What?
I bought it twice. I bought the $120 Australian box set and I bought the steel.
Oh my god, you're a maniac!
I'll give away the code. Somebody, if you guys want to watch it, one person can own the movie.
B show. You give it a B show.
No, I'll give it to somebody else. I'll gladly take it, but give it to somebody else, man.
Yeah, you know, B show. It's funny. I'm gonna save this for our top 10 next month. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But one of the things I'm preparing sort of mentally my list, and it's going to be on there. I'm not going to say where it's going to be, but Shah, I'll let you read the code in 1 second. But one of the things, B-Show, that Shah said immediately that I had written up for this was that this was exactly what it was supposed to be. It was raunchy, weird, low budget, didn't take itself seriously, stupid on purpose. And we just don't see the non-ironic trauma movies anymore. We see grotesque violence on purpose. We see fucking how do we get more shocking than this guy? How do we get more esoteric than this guy? How do we get more Skinamarink? There's another movie supposedly that is a new Skinamarink style movie that's opening this weekend. It's supposed to be very good. Like we're getting all that atmospheric shit. And we're just not getting, let's not take this too fucking seriously and have fun and make it gross and weird.
You know, I was thinking about that on the way to work this morning because, like, you see Robert Eggers and all these guys that are making, like, these heady kind of movies. Like, who made Midsommar? That was Ari Aster.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Eddington in a moment.
So, like, the guys making heady movies, this elevated horror shit. And then you look at a Quentin Tarantino or a Robert Rodriguez. And I was trying to think about, like, what made those guys better, even though they don't always make the most heady movies. And I kept thinking they lead with their cock. It's really their gut, but their cock. It's like,
no, it's the cock. For Quentin, it's a cock for sure.
It is. But what I meant by that, I guess in my own brain was, it's just by their gut. They go by what feels good, what feels right. There's action. It's funny. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not trying to make you think. It's trying to make you feel. Either have a good time or make you sad or make you happy or whatever. And I think we need more of that shit. And that's exactly what Trauma was. And I'm not as well versed in Trauma Chapter versus you guys are, but I remember the original Toxic Avenger movies, and they were fucking ridiculous.
They were fun.
They were so stupid.
You were never in a bad mood watching a Toxic Avenger.
No, and that's exactly how we felt when we watched like Psycho Gorman a couple years ago. That wasn't the greatest film, but it was fun.
So fun.
Sleepaway Camp, not a great film, fun ride.
What
and I think we need more of that shit.
It here, dude. Holy shit, Shah, I'd like you to do that giveaway now if you're ready to share.
So. This is what the shit looks like.
Damn.
Oh, that looks great.
So it actually doesn't have a code, but what you can do is you get a month of Screenbox for free. So somebody can scan
that's great.
And then it'll be on there, and they have Street Trash on there as well. So if you want, you can scan
the updated
this.
Street Trash shit.
Or just go to the Screenbox website, and you can just type in.
Let's leave that up for a little bit, and obviously people can go to the YouTube, and somebody hasn't done it already.
So
wow.
If you can scan it, go on the website. The code is Toxie30. First one.
Toxie30. Okay, by the way, Dirk joined in late and Drew Yari joined in late. Shah, I want to ask you a very important question. How unimportant was Peter Dinklage's sort of height in this movie to you?
You know what? He was actually more involved with the movie than I thought he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in it for a decent amount. The first like 30 minutes he's in it?
Yeah, solid. I would say solid 30.
And I was honestly expecting him to be like
5 minutes.
10-minute. Oh yeah, 5-10 minutes in the beginning, and then he turns to Toxie, and somebody else takes over, and he just does the voiceover. I liked all the characters, to be honest with you, man. I think Elijah was probably my least favorite. You know,
Okay.
I didn't really, I wasn't feeling that
What
character
about
at all.
the rap rock band, the ICP?
The ICP shit, I didn't
Yeah,
really like that either.
that
To be
was
honest,
funny. It's a
but it's
funny
very
idea.
trauma. It's very trauma.
It's so
So it's like,
trauma.
yeah,
It's
it's
so
like
trauma.
it's the most trauma thing ever in 2025. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get.
How
why.
about that scene where he kills them all at the thing? I thought that was the highlight of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, the gore was done well, man. I
Fun.
like the gore. Like it's fun. You know what I mean? It's a very fun movie. I think it's an hour and 40 minutes, maybe ish.
Yeah, if that, right?
Yeah, I think it's 102 minutes. So
Yeah, and that girl, Bisha, let's not forget the girl who's the female lead. She's in like a huge movie that we didn't realize at the time, like a mainstream movie.
Oh, it was okay. One, she's the daughter from Beverly Hills
Beverly
Cop
Hills.
XLF.
Yeah, yeah.
And
but
she's on the
also-
Dairy Show. She's the mom from Welcome to Dairy.
That's right.
Yes.
Boom. Wow. She's all right. Well, listen. Hey, if you haven't seen it yet, Shah, I don't want to bury the lead here either, but clear. I think like I said, I'm already preparing this for my top 10 easily.
yeah, no, this has to be. I don't think
It
it's
has
gonna
to.
make my top 5, but
No, me neither. Me neither.
yeah, it's
fairness.
definitely gonna be my top 10. And I loved Kevin Bacon in it. I thought he was fucking phenomenal. I thought
You
he was
didn't
fun.
like Elijah Wood in the.
I didn't
thought
like
that was-
Elijah. That was the
I
only
thought that
one
was
I didn't
funny.
like.
It was a weird. It was such a strange like.
Yeah,
what
it
was
just didn't
that?
really fit the movie. I was like, oh, what was this like creepy, like weird, like nerdy, dirty looking basement?
Well,
wizard
it was his
dude, like-
brother. Like that was the thing. It was like his weirdo brother.
Yeah, but it didn't rub me off as like a trauma thing. You know what I mean? Like traumas. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was weird.
Yeah, I love the trauma Easter eggs. I thought they were great. I wish this did better, but you know, it's Toxic Avenger.
Do you think we'll get another one?
No,
No. Damn.
I really don't.
I wish we would, man.
Unless
We're lucky
this
we got
gets-
that one.
I feel like if this gets big life on like Shudder or something like that, and people just start talking about going, "Oh my God, this is so fun." By the way, Shah, Kevin Bacon, you could just tell he did this for like fun. Like
No,
there was-
you could tell he loves
he was
trauma.
having
He probably
such
grew
a
up on
good
trauma.
time.
movies,
He
man.
was having
Yeah,
such a good time.
he was just
He's
having
like
fun.
an A-list legendary guy in like a souped-up poultry guy's movie.
Yeah, no, this is like a little pet project.
Oh,
for
if you show it, you see it like he's so, but he's really selling it. He's really like,
yeah, no,
not
he's
like-
into it.
He's
yeah.
into it. And
That's
Dinklage
great.
has got like 3 Emmys and 2 Golden Globes, and it's just like,
How did they get? I can understand Kevin Bacon because he's got horror ties, but like,
can
how
tell
did
you
they
how-
get Peter
Dinklage-
Dinklage, who
because
takes
Dinklage
himself
is a new,
way too
because
seriously?
is an East Coast 50-something-year-old guy who grew up on New York punk and fucking 80s horror fucking movies. And he
Gotcha.
said it flat out. That dude was playing shows at CBGB's when I was going to see it. He's 2 years older than me, you know, and he's lived in Brooklyn for 30 years. You know, he's that kind of guy. Kevin Bacon likes everybody, will do anything. I mean, he's just that guy. Kevin Bacon is that dude. But Shah, I have to say, Kevin Bacon in it is the straight, like, and he's in cock diesel shape at like 66 years old. Like, what the fuck is he doing, dude?
He kind of reminded me of that rich CEO guy from The Substance.
Yeah.
The guy that was eating the shrimp, all disgusting and shit.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, yeah.
Dennis
Quaid,
Quaid,
yeah.
yeah. But he's if Dennis Quaid was cock diesel.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon Bicho is cocked. He's insane. He does like not a nude, but he does like an underwear scene, and he's ripped to shreds. And I'm like, the fuck is Kevin Bacon doing?
Drugs, the good
No,
kind.
I don't know. He seems like he's always looked great. That dude's the man, bro. Gotta love Kevin.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
love
weird
the
too.
Bacon.
Like you keep yourself in that kind of shape, and just like I'm pretty sure this dude was in, you know, he was doing some shit. But the old dad from like the Orange County Choppers was jacked at like 70. Like
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they have prison built though. This is more like a CrossFit built. Shout out to my boy Travis Bacon, by the way. But anyway, I want to talk to Shah about Eddington because 2 reasons. 1, Ari Aster is Shah's favorite modern director, hands down. And 2, Eddington is, if you've seen it, it's one of the most polarizing movies, I think, of the modern era. And it's either you're on board or you're fucking hating it. So Shah, I'm going to ask you now, Eddington, were you on board or did you fucking hate it? Because I really don't think it's an in-between with this movie.
To be honest with you, I'm actually kind of in between.
Mm.
It's hands down my least favorite Ari Aster movie, not because it wasn't well made or anything like that. It's just like I think the idea of revisiting the whole 2020, even though like the movie just wasn't about this, like it was,
No, it
there was
wasn't.
a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
But just revisiting that, like it was kind of exhausting to be honest with you. I was like, oh, dude, protests and here that people are throwing Molotov cocktails and Antifa and Yeah, like what was the guy was his name was Ted also. Like he was supposed to be Ted Cruz, I guess. You know, that was
I
a shot
guess.
at Ted Cruz. Has
Yeah.
to be, right? Like I mean,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pedro Pascal, Ted Cruz. He even shaved like Ted Cruz. The guy's name in the movie is Ted Cruz. Like
Who do you think
Texter.
Joaquin was supposed to be? Just an
I don't know.
amalgamation of like authority.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Trump. I don't know. Maybe
Interesting.
Trump.
Interesting, because
You know.
what did you think of the performances? I thought performance-wise, this was great.
Yeah, that's the thing. The performances were amazing.
And it was shot so good. I
And
loved
to
the way
no
it was shot.
surprise, there is a cult involved in the movie. Because
Boom!
it's the Ari Aster movie.
Yes, there is. Yes,
I
there
just didn't
is.
like the cult leader. I didn't think it was like creepy. I'm like, oh, dude, come on, you're fucking Ari Aster, man. Like, come on, we need some weird shit. Like, where's the weirdness, man?
What did you think of Joaquin Phoenix in this? I thought he was brilliant.
No, he was great, dude. I don't think Joaquin has had a bad performance in fucking 2 decades. Like, I mean, I can't even name a bad movie he's made. To be honest with you, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Probably actually Inheritance Vice. I didn't really like that too much.
I didn't get Inherit Vice either, and I know people love that movie now. It's Paul Thomas.
I didn't hate it. It just
it didn't speak to
or
me.
Paul Thomas Anderson movie with Joaquin Phoenix. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
What did you think of the ending? Really interesting ending.
The ending was very bleak, as you would expect from Ari Aster. Somewhere in the middle of the movie, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a death that you don't expect. Really, it just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yes,
like,
I know the death you're talking about. That was kind of shocking. Not gonna lie.
And that caught me off guard. Almost very similar to Hereditary, where you were like, "Oh, so this is."
Didn't think they would go there, and they went there pretty graphically. By the way, very cold-blooded, cold-blooded murder. Right, like
in Hereditary, like you're expecting the girl to last till the end of the movie. You're like, okay, this is the villain, this is the character, like, and then out of nowhere it's taken out midway, and it's kind of the same here, where you were like, oh shit, okay, these two are going at it, and then it's like, boom, you're like, wait, what? Where are we going now? What the fuck happened?
It takes a weird turn in the middle. I think Don Stoney brought up. He said it's a dark comedy that gets very violent. Bisho, I think you're gonna like this movie for 2 reasons. One, there's really no movie like this at all. And two, this is a small but powerful cast. You have literally the 4 principals of this movie are Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, so as oversaturated as the guy, he works. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Emma fucking Stone and Austin Butler. I mean, this is like an epic 4-piece cast that, where the minor character is Austin Butler.
That reminds me.
Star.
Did you guys see the movie Closer with Clive Owen and Julia Roberts and Natalie Portman?
Yeah,
something like that. Like I like those movies that are kind of slow burn like that. They're very drama, and it's a small cast because it's all compact. It's all like involved and with each other. You can take your time with it. So I'll probably like it. I've heard nothing good for this. Yeah. I'm getting the same vibes I got from Civil War, which is people fucking hated this movie and they're like putting their own spin into what they think it is, and no one can agree. So,
well, it's because it's a polarizing. Anytime you make a movie that kind of takes a stance on anything political, which I think Ari, to be honest with you, I think he did a pretty fair job.
I do too. I don't feel like he took a stance. I thought he exposed the era. He exposed the COVID era. People are going to look, when we're all dead, people are going to look at 2020, 2022 and go, what the fuck happened here? Like, what the fuck?
Do you think this is a movie that would have been maybe better accepted if it came out like 10 years from now, a little bit more removed?
I think people would be buzzing about it 10 years from now. It'll be
I think it's a little too soon, and people are just
exhausted. So soon. Why did he do it so soon?
But I did like how he incorporated like the tech company that was being built in the town.
Yes, that's right.
Like,
that's right.
There's a lot of layers to this. It's not just about COVID and all that stuff.
It's very smart.
And like it is kind of a Western in a way, because they do have like the sheriff versus the mayor thing going on. That's like a classic Western formula for everything. So it's a little bit of everything, man. It's a dark comedy, it's a Western, it's a drama, it's a political movie, but at the same time, it's really not.
Yeah, I will say my favorite scene, and again, this is coming to HBO Max in 24 hours, is the kid who's trying to fuck the girl, so he's agreeing with her, which, by the way, is a microcosm of a lot of men pretending to care about left-leaning causes so they could get left-leaning pussy. And it's very obvious that he's recognizing this. And it's an otherwise middle-class B-show suburban white kid trying to explain to his father about white privilege at the dinner table, and his father just looks at him and goes, "You're white, you fucking idiot." And it's just, and then they cut to another scene. And I'm like, yeah, that was that actually, to me, you could summarize 2020. Like, he's basically going, and then the white establishment will have to, blah, 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 and he's just regurgitating something a girl showed him on the internet. And for Ari Aster, who is not a political guy from all accounts, he's more of an artistic person. He's not going there. I thought that was pretty great. I just thought that was wonderful.
It's cool, but like we can't, as society, kind of stemming off of my comments earlier about social literacy or media literacy. Like we're not capable of looking at that from 1,000-foot view and say, "Oh, that's like a white dude trying to get pussy copying a liberal girl."
And there's no pretense. It is a white dude trying to bang the girl.
But that's what I'm saying. We can't look at that for that and say, okay, and then this is that weird culty type of shit that went on around this guy, and then this is what's going on. Like we can't examine that as a whole puzzle. Everyone has to either latch onto something and identify, or get mad at this or get mad at that. Hopefully we can get past that, but it's like even with Civil War, like everyone wanted Civil War to be one thing or another. It was neither fish nor fowl.
Yeah.
So then no one latched onto it. And it's sad.
Well, I want to read these two comments, and then we're going to head on over to Patreon. We have a very interesting discussion there. Drew Yari says, not to sound like a hater, but I would prefer Ari Aster making films like Midsommar and Hereditary. Again, Drew, I don't think that's a hater. I think that's everybody. Honestly, I think that's just the viewing audience, and I think that's where his bread and butter is.
And
but I'm sorry, Shah, go ahead.
Just to speak for myself, like I agree, but it's not because the films that he's made are bad. Like I don't think Beau Was Afraid was bad. That was my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, I like Beau Was Afraid.
But it's because he's so good at making those creepy fucking horror movies. It's like, dude, just stick to that. You're amazing. Just do that.
Yeah. It's like when John Carpenter made Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Right.
No one wanted to see that.
Right. This is decent. You're good at this too, but you've mastered this craft. So just fucking do this, dude. We need more.
I want to read what young John said here because I think this is fascinating. I'm 22 and a lot, and he's 22 now. Okay, which means in COVID he was a fucking teenager. I'm 22, and a lot of my bad feelings about growing up are tied to 2020. Very interesting. Losing of connections with friends, smoking a lot of weed to pass the time, etc. In 5 years, I'll probably love it, as you said. Yeah, I can't see a young person wanting to see this movie and going, let's relive when we couldn't leave the house and I couldn't have my prom, so I understand that. But it did happen. It was real. We're not making, none of this is fake. Everything in Eddington, which people have seen, really happened across the globe, not even America, in the globe. Right. And it seems so far-fetched today. It seems so impossible today, right? Like just like another Trump administration, let's be honest, around that time seemed incredibly far-fetched. Let's just be frank.
Yeah.
We're not going to have that conversation. I'm just saying. Somebody would have told you in 2021, hey, just so you know, Trump and the Republicans are going to take over like the government. They're going to win like everything. He's going to win every. You could be like, I'll bet you $1 billion. Because culturally you were kind of being told that we were going in another direction.
But to be fair, we did call it when he took McDonald's to those people in Ohio when that train derailed.
That's right.
We did.
That's all we care about. We want McDonald's when the train derails.
One last thing I'll say about it, Eddington, real quick, is Ari Aster went on like a tour, like a podcast tour when this movie got released.
Yeah, he was talking to a lot of small people, by the way.
And he was very good at staying neutral when he's directing the movie. When he did the interviews, he clearly took us, and you're like, oh, okay, you're like super liberal. Like,
yeah, he's a Hollywood director.
But I think that was a mistake though, because if you watch these interviews and you're a conservative, you're gonna go into this movie like, oh, he's
ambiguous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's ambiguous.
He should have just saved that, dude. He didn't need to.
Yeah, well, let's see what he does next. Listen, he's Ari Aster. Let's see what the fuck he does next. But what we're gonna do next is go to Patreon. Please consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. $5. That'll get you the full catalog. Shah just dropped a doozy. I have not heard it yet. It is the only place you're gonna hear about this story. And similarly, I am going to drop a doozy this weekend for the Patreon. And Bisha, don't you have something special planned, I thought? Or am I making that up?
I think you're making that up, but I can try to figure something out. No, we all planned on doing something this month.
That's what I'm saying. I know we all planned on doing something for the holiday special.
Sorry, you sounded very specific when you said that.
Oh, no.
Like,
I know that. I think we had agreed we would all do something independent for the Thanksgiving holiday there.
Yes.
And of course, we'll let you guys know next week about the schedule for the end of the month. I believe we're going to record a couple of days early. If you want to join live, we'll probably move to Tuesday. I have a feeling that's what we're going to do, possibly Monday, which we haven't done that often, just for not next week, but the Thanksgiving week. And of course, we have Hey Now Rich Dow. Let's plug some of our friends, the X's and O's podcast. Rich Dow is saying Drew Yari joins the show Friday on a Wednesday. CM and I go over our top 10 cover songs. Oh, that's interesting. Top 5 worst covers. Sorry, cheap plug. Love all 3 of you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. Let's plug our good friends over at the Wrestling Soup. I believe it might be Mish's birthday. I don't know if that's true. For some reason, somebody told me it was his
Happy
birthday.
birthday, man.
Happy birthday to Mish. And of course, I want to say shout out to Don Tony there as well. I want to mention the Necromaniacs podcast, the Red River podcast, our good friend Sam Hoyos over there. And anybody else we want to plug there? Oh, Cleric's Show. Was that near
The Cheating Death
Cheating
podcast.
Cheating Death podcast for our good friend Cleric Chaos. And of course, we want to plug the Bayou Geeks there, our good pals in the Bayou. And guys, I hope you have a good weekend. Go see a movie. There's a lot of good movies opening this weekend. Or watch a movie and get ready for the holidays coming up. And Drew Yari Experience, of course. And Friendly Neighborhood Marks with him and RJ. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We have a very interesting topic on Patreon. We'll see you guys next week on the regular show. Have an awesome weekend. Oh, I got to take this snap-on beard off.
Just erase it like Chris Matthews.